guys, so I'm going to get you started, and then Sensei Dan is going to get here a few minutes late because he's got something going on, and he's going to take over the class. All right. I tore a calf muscle last week, and it's starting to get better, but I've already taught 3 classes today, and it's starting to throw up, starting to ache a little bit, so I just want to give it a bit of a rest.
Yeah, that.
All right, good. Cool. All right, so let's just get started. Get together. Hey. Okay. Oh, the other Dan's here. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Cool. All right, good. So just start off with some jumping jacks, just nice and light. I can't really do them, but you guys go ahead and do it. Jumping jacks, that's it. Keep going, get nice and warmed up. Good night. Now you're just going to have your feet go back and forth and just do some punches like this. Back and forth like that. Just stretch your arms out as you do it. Yeah. Keep going. Try to go opposite hands to the feet. Opposite hands, that's it. It's like walking, right? They go opposite. Let me just make a change here. All right, good. Okay, so what you're going to do now is just a light jumping jack and then a kick. Jumping jack and kick. Jump and kick. Jump and kick. That's it. Good. So, that's it. All right, good. So the next one is, again, a jumping jack and a mic hit. Jumping jack, mic hit. So jump and mic hit. Go ahead. Do it by yourself. You get used to going in on your mic hit, right? Each time. That's it. Hey, it's down. Good. All right, good. So just get into Shukokai here. Hold your arms. Okay, just do some squats. So go down. Keep going. Make sure as you go down, you squeeze your glutes. The knees go apart. Good. Okay, just lift your hands up. So what I want you to do is I want you to go down and duck and come up and punch. Duck and punch each time this way. That's it. Get those legs working. Go down. That's it. Good. Okay. So just stand in like a yoke position. But just nice and easy, you're going to hook. Make a hooking motion this way. Loosen up your shoulders. So don't do this kind of thing. Start to move it and bring it back. Each time. That's it. So you can duck now. Hook, duck, hook, duck, hook. Go down. Now try an uppercut. All right,
can we see what you're doing?
Huh?
Can we see what you're doing?
It's an uppercut like this. So you're punching up this way. All right, that's the motion. All right, good. Okay, so just twist. Okay, just lean over to the side. And the other way. And again. And again. All right. Just put your feet nice and wide and just go down. Don't force it. Just nice and easy. And back. All right. Your knees apart. Push your knees, push the shoulder forward so you're working on your Shukokai here. And the other side. Okay, good. So now just kind of Lift your toes with your heels on the floor. Keep your legs straight. And just stretch your hamstrings. Stretch back. And the other side. All right, good. So just take a stance. Just imagine you're going to grab a guy's shoulders. You're going to hit him with your knee this way. So just bring it up and back. Hey, hey, stretch. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, other side. Hey, 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 hey. Good. Okay, now just pick up one knee and pull it into your body this way. So I'm standing this way. I'm going to pull it back towards my chest. Hold the balance there. The other side. Good. Okay, so you're going to do some side kicks. So make sure you don't kick anything. So just step, kick, come back, and the other side. Kick and come back. Now go for 10 of those. You're on time. Go ahead. Good. All right, good. So one more I want to work on. This is good for your hips, for your hip flexors and all that. Is you see my knee going this way, except that do it with a straight leg. You're doing a crescent kick this way. Come over. Go like that. If you can, try to keep going. Do by 10 on each side. You start off easy. Good for your lower back. It's good for strengthening this whole area here. Good. All right, good. So to my position, just slide in. Yakuzuki. Ready? Go. Hey. 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 And switch other side. Ready? Hey. 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 All right, good. Just loosen up the arms a little. Back. All right, good. So let's Dan. So you're all set?
Yeah, all good.
You wanna take over? I'm gonna go put some ice on my leg. So yeah, if you need anything, we're right here.
All right. Yeah, you're freezing up a little bit. So if I stop in the middle and just wait, I'm just waiting for everybody for the video to catch up.
Catch up. Okay, no problem. Yeah, cool. All right, thanks. Have fun, guys.
What's up? So we're going to start with a fighting stance, please. Let me just close the door. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're going to start with a fighting stance. And we're going to slide in with a yakuzuki, hold it, take your front hand, put it into a block. From here, Maiken, and then an oizuki. Right? So again, slide in and punch, hold. Front hand becomes a block. Okay, jab, Maiken, and then step over. This. So we're going to start it out slow just to kind of get the rhythm of it. Slide in and punch. Maiken, step over. All right, if I'm doing it on an angle so you can see, slide in and punch. Maiken, step over. Push. All right, let's take a look. So nice and slow and easy. Start with just Maiken, slide in and punch. Block. Keep the back foot grounded. All right, just punch, Maiken, and then step over. and back. All right, so again, start with the Yakuzuki, slide in, hold it. Create the block with that front hand. Okay, keep the back foot grounded. Now, work a little bit on that third leg here. Let me just bring this down so you can see. Okay, so we're here, a little bit on this third leg, right? Then we go for the mic in, and then we step over. Okay, again, back. Okay. So let's set up for, in fighting stance, for our Yakuzuki. So now what I want you to do, open the waist a little bit. Instead of perfectly straightforward, 45-degree angle here, across here, right? As we slide in and punch, what's going to happen? It's that chain reaction. Waist is going to go first, okay? Then the pecs, then the arm. So it gets thrown. Okay, so we're here, slide in and punch. Hand block, mic in, step over Yakuzuki. And back. Okay, let's bring it back. Fighting stance. 45-degree angle in the front first. All right, hands up. I want your back foot heel flat on the ground. As you lift that back heel up, snap your waist around so that your waist goes forward. Just like that. Heel is down. 45-degree angle. Let me just actually, you can see the feet. Okay, heel is down, 45-degree angle. As I bring the heel up, it's going to push my waist around, just like that. Okay, I'm down, bring it up, snap the waist around. Okay, front right stays bent, knee over toes, 45-degree angle. As you bring the heel up, snap the waist around. Let me take a look. Everybody in fighting stance, let me see. Okay, so turn on an angle to the camera a little bit so I can see. Instead of being straight to the camera, turn a little bit, that's it. On an angle, okay? So now, snap it forward as you lift that heel. Boom. Okay, I should see your belt actually go across like this. Let me see. Okay, so don't even need the punch at this point. I just want to see the snap. As the heel comes up, the waist snaps. Okay? That's it. Beautiful. All right, so that snapping feeling, I want you to keep that. Go in that 45-degree angle. As you lift up, we're going to do this slow motion now. As we lift up with the heel, the waist comes around. Nice and slow. Just like this. Okay, so if I'm all the way back, so you can see my feet, all I'm doing is this. I'm here. As I lift the heel up, the waist comes around and back. Up and back. Okay? Let me see that. Nice and slow. Set the other hand in front. Just bring the heel up, bring the waist around and back. Every time it comes around, make sure that you stay tucked under. You don't want to go out. Stay tucked under. Bring it around. Okay? As you bring it around, your elbow, that's with your front leg, start to bring that into the center. So it looks like this. Bring it in. Your punching hand pulls back. Your elbow comes into the center. Looks like this. I'm 45 degrees. Foot's flat. Bring it around the center. Us, right around like this. Let me see. Bring it around gentle. Elbow comes in. Nice and slow motion now. Punching hand comes back. Elbow comes in. Just like that. Okay, now you're torqued up. Okay, release it. Bring it in. Lift that heel. Twist right on, just corkscrew right on into it. Okay, beautiful. So now we know how to snap. We know what it feels like. As that waist is coming around, right, the pectoral muscle comes with it, and then the arm throws. Okay, so as the heel comes up, the waist goes around, the arm's left behind. This is left behind. Then the pectoral muscle comes and it just delivers the arm. Good? So let me take a look. Okay, your internet connection is unstable. Let's see if I come this way.
And say, Dan,
Just not seeing you guys.
can you plug into Ethernet by any chance?
Not where I am.
Okay.
Wait, it's just opening up. Everybody's moving again. Let's see. Well, everybody's moving, so I'm going to go with it.
All right, good.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got that heel on the ground. As you bring it up, the elbow comes in, and the waist comes around. All right, can you guys see me all right? Because I'm seeing you like very spotty frozen today.
Push.
Am I coming through okay?
Push.
All right, as we bring it around. All right, so what I want you to do now is going to be slow motion. All right, so we're taking a fighting stance. We're in 45 degree. Hands are up in front. Okay, jab hand is out in front, Yakuzuki hand a little bit further back. As we lift up our heel, the waist is going to come around. Slow motion. I'm now going to bring my front leg forward and I'm going to punch. Slow motion, like I'm underwater. Comes in, all the way out. Make the block. Backhand is now going to be the jabbing hand. We're going to block, we're going to jab with that slow motion. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to get some weight on that third leg. So I'm going to push out that third leg, and then I'm going to jab slowly. Now I'm going to take the hand that's out that I just punched with, it goes into a Shto block. I'm going to step over. Remember how we do this. We come up, up, waist turns, step over, pull back, freeze. And back. 1, 2. Same thing again. I'm at a 45 degrees. I've got my jab hand out in front. Yakuzuki hand over here. As I lift up my heel, my waist comes around. Nice and slow and tight. Front foot's going to go forward. Yakuzuki hand is going to punch slow motion. 1. Hold it there. Stretch it all the way out. Tuck the waist under. Turn it into a Shto block. Now we're going to go and we're going to work on that third leg. We're going to be pushing out towards the side that's your back leg. All right, we're going into the jab. So front foot's going to come forward and jab. Now, we're going to bring the back leg up and step over and hold it. Check your stance. Knee over the toes, tucked in underneath, and bring it back. 1, 2. Okay. Now we're going to go back for a minute to the snap. We're 45 degrees. We're going to pick up the heel and snap. Just like that. 45 degrees, pick up the heel and snap. One more time. 45 degrees, pick up the heel and snap. Beautiful. Now, we're going to put a little of this together. You're in your fighting stance, but you're a little bit 45 degrees. We're going to pick up that heel, snap, slide forward, and Yakuzuki at the same time. And back. Okay? 45 degrees, jab hand out in front, up like shoulder height. Backhand is back here. Elbow is not out like this, just away from the body a little bit. Fingertips roughly shoulder height. We're like this. We're going to snap at the same time that we lift up our back heel, and that's going to throw our Yakuzuki punch. And back. Give it a whirl. 1 and back. Punch and back. Go. On my count. 8. 8. 8. All you guys just froze. 8. Move you back here. 8. Waiting for you to unfreeze. There we go. 8. 8. Beautiful. So So we're going to add the next step. I'm going to try putting you down here. I'm sorry, you're going to be looking up at me. But at least you're not freezing now. Okay. So, hold on. There we go. So we've got that snap and punch. Don't take too deep a slide in on the front leg, okay? Because it becomes tough to do the jab. So take a little bit of a shorter fighting stance. 45 degree, you're going to snap and punch, turn it into a stow block. Okay, then we're going to jab, and then we're going to step over. Okay, so let's get the snap going first. All right, so we're here. First one, ready? We're going to do the snap and Yakuzuki with a slide in, short slide in. And aye! Okay, now we got to think about jab. This becomes the block. Think about the third leg. The front leg, we get a nice crease, right? Weight pushes back on that back leg. We come forward, jab, and then we're going to step over punch, all right? Over here, and beautiful. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit on it now. We're going to do all three smoothly. It's going to look like this. We're here, 1, 2, 3, and back. Here we go, on one count. Ready, and aye! And back. And here we go. And aye! And again, back. Good fighting stance. Should only be 45 degrees. John, make sure this front hand is further up. I don't want it down here. Right? It should be up almost like fingertips, shoulder height, or slightly above. Right? So then when we snap, it pulls back to here. It doesn't come up to pull back. It pulls right back. Right? Just like that. Here we go. Ready? And aye! Okay, just don't forget the block. Right? So we go 1, turn it into a stow block. Okay? Then we do the mic end, and then the step over. Let's try it again. Here we go. Stance, and aye! Block. All right, guys. One more time. Got to do the block with it. Here, block, jab, step over. Okay? One more time. Here we go. With the snap. And aye! Okay? Okay, so we want to work on developing this because this gives us the opportunity to put a bunch of Shukokai things together, right? It gives us that deliverance that the body is doing rather than pulling our punches. We're pushing our punches out with the body, right? So by doing the snap, we're getting that chain reaction. The heel comes up, the waist goes, the pec goes, the arm goes. So if we get that, that's one. When we go to the jab, we're working on getting the third leg in place, right? So on the front leg, we're getting that crease in here. So then we do the jab. Now, when it comes for the oizuki, right, we've got what we've been working on for the past couple of classes with Sensei Gavin, coming up, right, bringing up, and then continuing over. So it's so important that when we, on the Yakuzuki, when we come up, we twist the waist, right? We're from here to here. This is this, what Shion Bill would call the side pull, where this is tight, and we're using that to help us lead to throw the arm. So when we do this exercise, and we start with our Yakuzuki, we're getting the snap, then we're doing the third leg, then we're working on the side pull. All to come over at once. Okay, so it's a really great way to warm up and to begin to work on how to get power out of the body. So let's back up a minute and start again with the Yakuzuki. Let's take the fighting stance. Okay, so we've got a solid fighting stance, and some of the things that we're thinking about is what Sensei Gavin was talking about with the aerial S from above. So when we take our fighting stance, and we've got what Shihan Bill would call the different points. So our back leg is straight. Our back leg is straight, and the upper part of our hamstrings is going right up into our rear end, and we're tucked under, right? Straight leg. Front leg, we got that knee over the toes, and we have a nice crease. As I've said to many of you guys before, if you take your jab hand, turn it palm up, and put it right under your belt, create that crease in there. Tuck and create the crease. Then we got to worry about the upper body. The upper body, your jab hand, that shoulder's out in front, and your yakuzuki hand, you're trying to create a separation between your shoulder and your pectoral muscle. Almost like there's a rubber band in there, and you're trying to stretch it back a little bit. So you're either stretching the arm back or you're stretching the chest forward. Effectively, if you take your yakuzuki hand and you turn the chest into the shoulder, you get that stretch. So to have that sort of perfect stance, you've got your back leg straight, you've got the upper hamstrings going into your butt, you've got your knee over your toes, and your jab hand is out in front, and that shoulder is tightened down, and your yakuzuki hand, you're creating the separation between your chest and your shoulder. And you do that by turning the chest into the opposite shoulder, this way. This is where our power is going to come from. We now have this stretching that's taking place between the front and back hand. Similar to what Sensei Gavin was saying, if you take your front hand and you twist the elbow in, and the palm goes up a little bit, almost like you're going to serve something to somebody. Okay? That's pulling the front part of the S forward. Okay? The back one is behind the chest. Chest is in front. This shoulder, your yakuzuki shoulder, is behind. I've got my waist at 45 degrees. When I do that snap, when I lift the heel up and I snap my waist, all of this unwinds. So I snap, my serving hand pulls back, my punching hand comes out. But it all starts with lifting the heel and the snap. So I want everyone to set up, take that stance, get that straight back leg, right up into your butt. You're not out, you're tucked under, straight, knee over toes. Okay? A little bit of 45 degrees here. Eventually we can get rid of that. Right now I want it so that there's room to turn that waist. Eventually we end up turning the waist almost under the skin. And then in front, I've got this shoulder, my jab hand out in front. I've got the separation here between my pec and my deltoid. Here. Now I'm all torqued up. When I want to release, all I have to do is let my front foot go forward and pick up my back heel. And back. Give it a try. Let me see. Let's do a couple on my count. Here we go. Couple on my count. Dan, make sure, Dan, that you're not too much turned. You should be a little bit more straight. Yeah, just so there's enough room to snap, right? We don't want to be all the way like this, right? We just want a little bit so that there's room to move this way. Here we go. So on my count, we're going to try a couple of these. Make sure you're set up. Think about the foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. Front foot's pushing backwards. Back foot's pushing forwards. Arms are torqued, back leg is straight, right? And then on my count, release the front foot. At the same time that you push up with the heel, snap the waist. Here we go. And height. And back. Height. And back. Jan, I want a little more snap in it. You're almost sort of like placing your punch out. I want to see that punch. I don't want to put it out. I want to, and back. It's your whole body is slingshotting your arm forward. It's delivering it. Think like your forward hand, you've got a cord. You've got a cord here with your forward hand, and when you pull that back, the other one goes forward. Okay, and at the same time with your waist, you're snapping here. So you're pulling and snapping, and it's forcing this arm. You're doing nothing with the arm. The whole body is just throwing it out. Let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Gas and brake at the same time, and back. Let that shoulder blade go all the way out. Dan, I want that front hand a little higher up. And think about how we turn it, right? So that we're torquing this way. Remember that when we snap, this comes together. The elbow comes in. We serve something up with this hand. Here we go. And height. Now we're just doing the first step. All we're doing is the Yakuzuki. Okay, right now we're just working, we're trying to get the right stance to deliver the power. So only on the first step. As this, remember, we're kind of serving up here. All of this is set, my shoulders are set, and I'm gonna serve up with my front jab hand, and then let it go. Let's give it another whirl, here we go. And, hey! Kayla, I want to see more snap. It's almost graceful, and I want it to be mean. All right, here we go. And better. I think you're still holding your shoulder back. I want to see the whole shoulder blade just come out. Just let it go each time. Let it all the way out. Here we go. And back. It should come back on its own. The same way that I'm saying there's this stretch between the pectoral muscle and the deltoid where you make this distance. When your arm goes all the way out, your rhomboids are stretching. When they get to the end of the stretch, the elasticity is naturally going to let it come back. You shouldn't have to pull it back. If it goes out far enough, it wants to come back on its own. If it doesn't, you're not letting the shoulder blade go far enough. It should automatically just want to come back. Let's give it a whirl again. Make sure you stay tucked under here. Don't end up in like this. Stay tucked. Keep your weight on that back leg with the snap. Here we go. And back. Yana, that was nice. Beautiful. Jake, I want that arm's not coming. You're cutting it short before it ends. Go all the way out. And one more. All right, we're going to try something a little different now. I want to work on continuing to get power. When we go back into the dojo and we have pads to hit, I want you to be amazed at the amount of power that you're able to generate. So we're going to go from a yoi position. Hold on a second. See if I can boost this up a little higher. Okay, that'll work. All right. So, sorry, you're not going to see my head. I know you're disappointed. We're going to go from a yoi position. And I want you to feel like you're taking fighting stance from the waist up. Okay? So we're going to be like this. If you're righty, you're going to be like this. Okay? But I want the same thing with the shoulders. You're in yoi, right? So I want you to see my feet for a minute. So my feet are together like this. My legs are bowed just slightly, right? Instead of straight up like this, they're bowed just slightly so that everything is engaged and solid. So we're in yoi. Then take your jab hand, put it in front. Take your yakuzuki hand. Instead of at the waist, let's bring it up here. Okay? Now, we have to do something with the waist, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit on that 45 degree. So your yakuzuki hand, that side of the waist, bring it back just a little bit. Okay? Take your jab hand, turn it, torque it just a little bit. Right? You should start to feel now that that your glutes are really tight that your legs are tight and you're gripping the floor with your hands. I want you to find a way to take power from the floor to bring it up for your punch. So your feet are not in fighting stance, but your upper body is. And you're going to punch. And then bring it back. Okay? So we're here. We were in yoi. You've got your jab hand forward. You're putting a lot of pressure on your yakuzuki leg. And in effect, you want to feel like your leg is going like this and up and out from the floor. But I'm doing it while keeping my feet together. I'm here. Turn it into a shto block, and then use the other hand. Okay? So we're in yoi, tuck, set, the same separation. My yakuzuki hand, I'm creating that separation between the edge of my pec, right, like sort of the front of my armpit, and my deltoid. I'm stretching this. I can go back like that, or I can bring this forward by turning it into my other shoulder. So I've got that separation. Now I have to get from the floor. I'm bringing the power up, pushing forward. I'm serving up with my front hand, and then pulling back. Good? Try it again. Here we go. And ay! And back. Ay! And back. One more. Push with that back leg, but keep your feet stable. Just drive the power without moving your feet. It's going to come up through the waist, out through the arm. Serve up with the front hand, ay! And then push. Okay, now when we're there, turn it into a shto block. Now you're going to push with the opposite leg, the other yakuzuki side. Serve it up with the front hand and push. Okay? Now, as we do this, serve up. Let's do this slow motion now. Push forward, drive with the back leg, bring it out. It comes forward, and then it settles down. Settles down across. My fist is now in line with my sternum. I've actually come across, right? This would be if it was straight, but I'm ending here. I'm not ending here, right? So as I do this slow motion, I push forward, serve up, drive with my back leg. It comes over, and it settles down in front. And you'll notice my hand is not straight like this. It's twisted to the outside so that I'm focusing all the power through my front two knuckles. So slow motion. We're here. So you have left hand in front, right hand back, and turn it up if you want. You're going to drive with that back leg. But the way we do this is we serve up with the front hand. So twist it, torque it to the outside, switch, pull back, and then settle in. Okay, in the middle. Shto block, push forward, pull back, serve it up, and finish. Okay, back to fighting stance. And yoi, I'm sorry, fighting stance and yoi. Still want yoi. Here we go. On my count, we're going to do one. Ay! Right? Make sure when you finish, you settle down. Left hand. We're going the other way now. Ay! Switch. Ay! Switch. Ay! Block. Switch. Ay! Block. Go. Ay! You should start to be feeling pressure coming up from your perineal tendons, which are on either side of your legs, and up and all the way into your waist. All the driving is coming from here. When you're done, your legs should be really tired from punching. Try to explain that to somebody. A few more. Here we go. Set. And get that separation. Serve it up and ay! Set. Serve it up and ay! Set. Serve it up. Ay! Set. Serve it up. Ay! Set. Serve it up. Ay! Beautiful. Just work out the arms for a second. Shake out the legs. Okay, now we're going to take it back to our oizuki. Take a fighting stance. Have that slight 45-degree angle as opposed to perfectly straight. 45-degree angle. Front hand, we're going to serve it up. We're going to do this slow motion. What's going to happen? As we bring up our back heel and we serve with our front hand, we come up, and you'll see the back leg comes up to about so that my toes are at the heel of my front foot. Now my waist is forward. Again, we're here. I mean, you got to see my feet. We're here. It comes up to here. My waist comes forward to here. To here. Then I continue. The waist turns, and I come over. And back. So we're going to do this slow motion. We've got our fighting stance. We're not straight. We're at a little bit of an angle for a moment. Take your front hand, torque it up. Back hand, we have got the separation with the shoulder here. As we bend the front knee, keep serving up with the front hand. Now, heel comes up. We're up here. We're going to continue with the waist, step over, punch, and then settle in on that punch. Ending in the middle, right? Not out here straight, ending in front of your sternum instead of there. So as I come over here to there, slow motion. Here we go. Start to serve it up. Foot comes forward, waist turns, step over, and down, and back. Now, take your back leg, go down on one knee. From here. Front hand out, back hand back, get the separation. Your toes should be sticking into the ground like this. Wait a minute. Into the ground like this. Okay, so it's like that. What we're going to do from here now, you're serving up with the front hand. Come up. Now you're really bowing the leg here. Right? Now, bring it forward. Step over. Punch. And back. Down on one knee. Toes in the ground. Front hand forward. Push up with that back leg. Serve it up. Bring it up. Step over. Punch in front. And back down. Here we go. Ready? Serve it up. Up. Bring it forward. Step over. Punch and settle in place. And one more. Here we go. Serve it up. Come up. Come forward. Step over. And into place. All right, now we're going to take the normal yakizuki using some of this. Normal oizuki. We're in fighting stance. Front hand, get ready to serve it up. Back hand back. Create the stretch, the separation. Take your chest, turn it into your shoulder. Now we've got that separation. Your waist is 45 degrees. When you bring up your heel and you start to bring your foot, your leg forward, snap the waist. Step over and punch. And back. Serve it up. Create the separation. Bring the heel up, bring the leg up, and snap the waist. And step over. Now let's put it all together smoothly. Okay? And go. Here's and down. And back. Bring it up, bring it forward, and down. The toughest part of this is getting the waist to turn. This turns and throws the arm. Now we're going to try it at like 25% speed. So we're here. Serve it up, come forward, and back. Bring it up, and back. Nice and smooth. I want you to see the waist turning each time. The waist turns. The arm gets left behind. In fact, let's exaggerate it. Put your arm all the way out here. Put your Yakuzuki arm all the way out. Now do it from here. So as you step up, the arm's left behind. And then it gets thrown and back. The snap of the waist throws the arm and back. What I want you to think about now at the end of the punch is the same settling in that we had when we were doing this from Yoi. Except we're doing it now Yakuzuki. It settles in. It comes down and we drop. We drop our weight into our punch. So we're never really going up. We're just going forward and down on contact. Us? All right, here we go. 25% speed. Start to serve it up, step over, punch. Now, when you finish, look at your stance for a moment. Make sure that it's correct. Here we go. Ready? And aye. Check out your stance. Where is your fist? Should be in the center. Right? Knee over toes. Tucked in underneath. Turn it into a Shto block. If you have room, do another one. Push forward and step over and punch. All right, guys, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Let me take a look. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, we got a few minutes still. Good. All right, here we go. Set. This is going to be like 50% speed. So I want to see something that's more like this. And back. Each time, watch my waist. Here we go. And aye. And back. Aye. And back. Hold on. Hand in front, hand in back. Legs at Yoi. See how loose this is? Loose. Loose. The waist has got to be loose. Faster, 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 faster. Fast as you can. Slow it. Slow, 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 stop. See how easily that waist moves? That waist has got to have that same ability to move quickly and easily. Now let's try the Yakuzuki again. Think about how you flipped your waist around. Set. And let that, on the Oizuki, let that waist go. Here we go. And, aye. And back. Aye. And back. And aye. Hold it. Gotcha, Yana. Okay. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward. Make sure your weight is still back. Your fist is actually turned, right? So you got the focus on the knuckles. From there, turn it into a Shto. Jab. So what are we thinking about on the jab? We have to create that third leg, right? We're creating this crease here. Nobody does this better than Sensei Seeger. Can't even see his belt. He creates such a crease in here. What that's doing, it's not pushing my butt out, right? It's creating a C. It goes in here and comes out that way. Goes around like this, just like that, and into place. Then from here, as soon as I do this, creates a lot of pressure on my back foot. That pressure should be like on the big toe and the ball of the toe right behind my big toe. From here now, I got a lot of pressure. This back leg is bowed. I've gone this way. From here to there. This back leg is now bowed and solid, and there's a lot of pressure on the toe. Now, from that position, you're torqued, release the jab. Back foot stays where it is, just the front foot, front hand moves. Right? Let's do it again. Yakuzuki first. Actually, I'm sorry, Oizuki first. So we're going to step over and punch. Okay? Shto block. Create your third leg. That's right in here, front leg. Okay? Lift up the heel a little bit, create a lot of pressure, and then go into your jab. Hey! And back. So we've got a yakuzuki. Now, in order to jab, it's not actually, well, in order to jab, it's the same hand, right? It's the same hand that you're punching with, not the opposite hand. If we do an oizuki, right, where we slide in and punch, then it's the opposite hand. If we do a yakuzuki and we step over, now our front hand is the same hand we just punched with. Okay, so it's a little bit different. Again, oizuki. Set. Step over. Hey! Okay, turn it into a shito block. All right, that just sets your body. This is the hand you're going to punch with. Right? If you want, you can bring it back a little bit now. Set. So you got to create that crease in the front leg. Push off the back leg and punch. Beautiful. What we're trying to do is find the power from the floor from a variety of different positions. Let's go back now to the original exercise, which was first just slide in and punch yakuzuki. So we're going to snap and hold. Okay? Create a shito block. Now the opposite hand is going to be the jab. Create your third leg. Serve it up with that front hand. Keep your back leg stable. Just move the front one to punch. Hey! Serve front hand, shito. Serve it up. Step over. And back. Same thing again. Fighting stance. 45 degrees. As we lift that back heel, we're going to snap the waist and punch. Hey! Shove. Now we're going to jab. Create the third leg. Push under here. Get a lot of pressure. Bow this leg. Okay? You can feel that the power is coming from the floor. It wants to drive from your back leg. You do nothing with the jab hand. The body throws it out. Push on that back leg. Slide the front foot forward and jab. Hey! Now we're going to step over. Oizuki. As the foot comes up, we snap the waist and punch. Hey! And back. Here we go again. Start to serve it up. We're going to snap the waist, slide the foot forward and punch. Hey! Shove. Third leg. Jab hand ready. Push with that back leg. Hey! Shove. Serve it up. Snap that waist as we bring the back foot forward. Punch. Hey! And back. Right? Now we're going to mix it up a little bit. Maiken Yakuzuki. This time we're going to start with the Maiken. We're in fighting stance. You've got your, for fighting stance in Maiken, you have your back foot up slightly. Heel, toes are bent, right? This is solid. It's up. We've created this crease, right? We're creating the serving it up with the front hand, serving it up here. And we're going to jab by pushing with that back leg. Keep your back leg on the floor. Just drive that back leg straight. Punch with the other hand. One. Okay. Now, set. Same thing again. Serve it up. Drive with the back leg. Punch. One more time. Drive with the back leg. Punch. Okay, now we're going to change it a little bit. This time, we're going to drive with the back leg. As we punch, we bring the back foot up. Trying to get you to get the power out of the floor. So the front leg moves, and the back one comes up right behind it. And hold it. Here we go. On my count, set. Serve it up with your Yakuzuki hand. You're going to mic hand and bring the back foot up. Ay! Hold it there. Hold it. Now, you should have a lot of pressure on your back leg, right on the ball of the toe. From there, take your front hand that you just punched with, start to serve it up. Right? As we do that, the elbow comes in. Drive with that back leg. Keep your back foot on the floor. Just move the front foot and punch. Ay! And back. Okay, let's do it again. Set. Jab. Stance. Start to serve it up with the front, with your yakuzuki hand, right? So you were torquing, the elbows coming in, right? And jab, bring the back foot up. Okay? Should feel a lot of pressure on that back foot. Start to serve it up with the front hand, push forward, keep your back foot on the floor, just move the front foot, push forward, 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 punch. Hey! Now we're going to bring them together a little bit faster. Here we go. Set. Serve it up. 1, 2. And back. Set. Get that separation on the yakuzuki side. Right? Serve it up to the yakuzuki side. And ay! Ay! And back. Now we're going to do it. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 1. Here we go. Ready. And ay! And back. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Set. And ay! Yana, you're either frozen or you're not moving. Are you frozen? Everybody else is moving. Somehow you got frozen. All right. Let's go. Let's do it again. Okay. On my count. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Ready. And hey! Bum, bum, bum. All right. What we're going to try now is really short step. I want that first jab step to be very, very short because you can mix up your Mike and Yakuzuki a lot of ways. Here we can just go 1, 2. Very, very short. 1, 2. Okay? Very short with the front foot. It's just a stutter step. Ready? And 8. 1, 2. Yep. It's really short. Person is coming at you. You just 1, 2. Okay, here we go. And 8. Okay? Even shorter. I want a real stutter step. Here we go. And 8. I want those hands to move. Here we go again. Ready? Stutter step. And 8. Back up again. And here we go. 8. All right, now we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to do a long step. The first one's going to be short. The second one is going to reach all the way in. First one goes 1, and then all the way in. Here we go. Let's go, Ori. And 8. And all the way in. Right? Keep your balance. Keep your weight back. Stutter step. Drive with that back foot. And back. Here we go. And 8. Shorter, shorter first step. Real stutter step. That's it. I want you to see my feet. It's just this. Nothing more than that on the first step. The second step, once I'm here, now I drive all the way out and then come back. Here we go. And stutter step, long step. 8. That's it. And again, stutter step, long step. Go. 8. And one more. Stutter step, long step. 8. Okay, last combination. Long step, long step. Right, so you're going to have to start your jab. If you want a long step on your jab, you can't start a long stance. This has to be coiled up. So it's here. So on your jab, you can go way out. So it's going to be long step, long step. All right, here we go. And think about the snapping of the waist, setting of the shoulders, serving it up. All of this goes into it. Here we go. And long step, long step. Hey! Right, we're making distance with this one. And another one. Here we go. Ready? Making distance. And hey! And one more. Long on the first, long on the second. And hey! Beautiful. Yamen. Shake out the legs. Shake out the arms. Hopefully you worked up a little bit of a sweat, which is the idea. Think about every time when we're just warming up, think about serving it up, right? Because that brings the elbow in, brings the elbow and the hip together, right? And it starts that separation on the back arm, right? If I do this, my chest is turning into my shoulder. So when we're just warming up, it's like this, 1 and back, 2 and back. What we did the other day where we came across does the same thing, right? It's serving it up and coming across. All right? Everybody line up. You guys did terrific. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you over the weekend. Feet together. Ray, push. Nicely done, everyone. Good job.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thanks,
Thank
Sensei.
you.
Yep. Sensei Linda, thank you for manning the tech.
You're welcome. I'll end the meeting now. Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.